Hi, I'm fake news anchor, and real-life amateur interior decorator Keegan Zipper. Welcome to Next Week Now, where our journalism is just like my color palette, uncomfortably yellow. This is what we missed. The part of the show where I cover topics we failed to predict while adjusting our point count for the predictions we did make. Before we begin, I legally have to make a correction. I have previously alleged kids disappeared on the set of Barney the Dinosaur. Kids aren't disappearing from set, they're being taken. Let's get started with what we missed. All right. Florida this week was ravished by poor street conditions, buildings being destroyed, citizens in danger, and poor health, and millions of people without homes. Also, a hurricane passed through. A new report came out positing that because of climate change, the world climate will raise by half a degree in 2030, causing massive deaths and destruction. While some may say that this massive change is a bad thing and massive deaths will occur, or you're irresponsible if you don't care, I say it's the perfect grilling weather. No charcoal or propane required. How green! J.K. Rowling had to defend the decision of casting Johnny Depp as Gellert Grindelwald due to his allegations of abuse on his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Depp responded by saying he feels bad for Rowling and having to defend him. But I personally feel bad for Amber Heard because she's starring in Aquaman. Organizer of the Fire Festival, Billy McFarland, was sentenced to 6 years in prison earlier today. The judge reportedly called him a serial frauder, which reminds me of when I was called a serial frogger in high school because I kept giving warts to whoever touched me. A man listed his girlfriend up for bidding on eBay, marking her as used. He was reportedly shocked when the bid reached $119,000, which isn't surprising because he doesn't seem to value her at all if he listed her on eBay. Last week, we ended with 233 points. Barely enough for a light snack. Fortunately, we've got good news. Bill Cosby's star wasn't removed from the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So not good news for the general populace, but for us, we did predict that the star wouldn't be removed without Matthew McConaughey's help, and McConaughey still hasn't helped. So you can blame Matthew for these 50 points. We predicted that Kavanaugh would be the center of an FBI investigation due to him coming forward as an accuser of sexual assault of himself by himself on his own person due to inappropriate touching of himself at night very quietly so his mom wouldn't hear. However, the FBI didn't even interview Kavanaugh for their investigation, but he definitely did touch himself, so 25 reluctant points. Next Week Now still doesn't have a mascot, but that's mainly because most of the applicants committed some form of tax fraud. So we'll have to lose 1 point for each charge of tax fraud, which is 7 points. We end tonight with 301 points, enough to feed a family of 4, as long as they don't eat much and it's actually a family of 3. That's all we have for what we missed, and now for some more personal predictions on the street with Lady Fortune Teller.